Welcome everybody to JonesTV and welcome to DCW Saturday Night Unleashed. We are here live in Kansas City, Missouri after the fallout of Summer Madness. And here comes the owner of DCW, Trent Sins, making his way down to the ring. He usually don't come out here very often, so he must have something very important to say. Nobody knows exactly what's going on here at DCW. After the craziness is happening at Summer Madness, will Nunn retain the title against a hard-fought match against Isaac Nagi. Cody won his matchup against Robin Jackson. Eric Taylor beating Jeremy Storm the way he did. A lot of crazy going on here. But like always, it seems like Trent Sins has something to say. So wait a minute. You can hear he's about to come out right now. Interrupting the owner of DCW is our DCW World Champion, Will Nunn. It's here the microphone in his hand, walking down to the ring. And Trent Sins look very agitated right now at the man. As Will makes his way inside the ring, having something to say. He's telling that he beat everybody. And then he wants the real challenge here at DCW. And it seems like it's all Will has to say. He's going to walk out of the ring, still looking at Trent. What is the Vegas roulette match? What is that? Our first matchup of the evening is in the women's division. Coming out right now, her name is Dakota James, woman from Texas, trying to make a name for herself here in DCW. Look very amped up right now. Quickly making her way down to the ring. But after that surprising news that Trent Sins has dropped on everybody, I'm not even sure the kind of matchup he's talking about. But it does seem like it's a big match that will be happening at our next DCW pay-per-view named Vice, which will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is why I'm assuming it's called a Vegas Roulette. But as Dakota James is waiting for her opponent to come out to the ring, Miss Jamie Rabbit, who has had some solid victories here in DCW so far, looking for a title shot of the DCW Women's Championship. She will have that chance at our next pay-per-view, in between Cassidy Webb or Akumi, who will face off against one each other in a rematch from Summer Madness next week on Saturday Night Unleashed. But right now, Jamie's had to focus on her opponent, Dakota, who's on the outside looking in. If she doesn't, she might have to take a pin here. And both women are ready in the ring. And let's go for our first matchup here tonight at Saturday Night Unleashed, as Dakota taking down Jamie and giving her the boots. Dakota's trying to set up Jamie right now. Here in the back of the head. Another shot to the head. And takes her down with that boot to the face. And Dakota seems like she's in complete control in this matchup so far, with a bulldog taking down Jamie. Like I said earlier, Jamie better be focused, so she's gonna take a pin here from the woman from Texas. James back up with a backbreaker. Going for the cover. 1. And Dakota kicks out on the count of 1. Shot to the face. Irish whip. Come back around. Hurricanrana. Down she goes. Looks like Jamie's now in the driver's seat of this matchup with a back suplex on the James. Jamie's trying to stay focused in this matchup, considering that she had a title match coming on her next pay-per-view, and a top rope Hurricanrana that takes down Dakota. What she'll find out her opponent will be either Cassidy Webb or Akumi for that championship matchup next week on Saturday Night Unleashed. Dakota's not working on the arm of Jamie. This would be a huge win for Dakota if she does pin Jamie. Possibly make her a new #1 contender. As Jamie rolls around for a roll-up. 1. A kick out, a count of 1. She reverses suplex that Dakota's going for. Goes to the outside. Slingshots her back in. Picks up Dakota. Has in a fireman carry. Throws her upper back. Runs to the turnbuckle. And down she goes. And now she found her spot, continuously working on her back. In this submission hold here. Trying to get Dakota to tap. Dakota's trying to hang on. She reverses for a quick cover, but Jamie kicked out of it. Jamie's still in control, but Dakota with a shot. Jamie got up and takes her down. Still attacking that back. Softening the back up for that spinning power bomb of hers. But Dakota James is holding her own so far in this matchup for the most part. Coming off the second rope with a splash. Run on to Jamie. As a woman from Texas trying to get a big victory. Got Jamie on the ropes. And shots to the back with forearms. And now she's going for a back submission herself. Try to get Jamie to tap out. But Jamie quickly gets out of it. Rolling out of that submission hold. And continuous shots to the back on the James. As Jamie keeps methodically working on the back area with those knees and those shots. Covered by Jamie. 1, 2. Kick out by Dakota. Dakota's still fighting here in this matchup. A rake in the eyes by Rabbit. Try to go for a reverse suplex. Reverse. Dakota hit her own suplex. Jamie's feet hit the top of the turnbuckle on the ropes. Jamie's trying to get up on her feet, but Dakota's attacking with the boots. Jamie's right back up. Dakota takes her down with a takedown. He's trying to get a big victory here. No, reversal. Back suplex by Jamie. Dakota's going for that tombstone power driver, but Jamie reversed it. And now Jamie's back in control. She goes for that moonsault of hers. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5. That's all she got on Dakota. Now she's waiting for her to get up. Try to set up for down the rabbit hole. That spinning power. No! Wait, she still hold her up. She got her down. Cover. 1, 2, 3. It looks as if Dakota's gonna reverse it. But all Jamie do is had her a little bit longer for taking her down that power bomb. See right there, she's trying to have a little bit longer. and threw it straight down to the mat for the 1, the 2, the 3. And there is your number 1 contender, folks, for the Women's Championship, Miss Jamie Rabbit. Which will be fighting? Will it be Cassidy Webb? Or will it be Akumi? We find out next week. The second matchup this evening has some special implications involved in the matchup. Just got word from the back that Trent said the winner of this matchup will be in a different match either next week or the week after. And in that match, the winner will be the last entrant to go into the Vegas Roulette match. As Eric Trent makes his way down to the ring after what he did to Jeremy Storm, which seems to be a new member of Fortitude. We don't even know the guy's name or anything. He just came out and attacked Jeremy in the middle of their match before Taylor laid him out. He thinks it's probably be the end of him and Storm, but I doubt that's not going to end closely, or at least not anytime soon. But it's not about him and Jeremy. He has to be focused about this man, because this man right here was so close. He was so close to becoming a new DCW World Champion, falling short to Will Nunn, but gaining the respect of everybody from DCW with that performance. Is Isaac Nagi coming out to the ring for the first time without Angelina Ali. I don't know why that is, but Isaac's making his way down to the ring after this hard fought matchup at Summer Madness against Will Nunn. But it seems to me that we know at least 2 competitors that's going to be in the Vegas Roulette along with Will Nunn. One is Isaac Nagi, the other is Eric Taylor. And this winner of this matchup will have a shot to potentially be the last entrant into the Vegas Roulette. This should be a great matchup here, folks, considering that both men were or have been #1 contenders for the DCW World Championship. Both men, even though Nagi did lose, have been kind of on a run here in DCW. As Taylor and Isaac is getting together, ready for this matchup, and here we go. Taylor trying to set him up. Try to pick him up for a slam. He takes him down. I'm getting more word from the back about exactly what the Vegas Roulette actually is. So how the Vegas Roulette works, as Nagi has a back suplex on the Taylor, is that there'll be 7 participants in this matchup, including the world champion. Will Nunn is the first entrant into the matchup. The champion is the first one in. So how this happens is that each man comes in intervals. I'm not sure how long the intervals are. I didn't get that information from the back, but they come in intervals, and then whoever gets the pin is the champion for the time being. And that once all the competitors are in the match will last for 10 more minutes. Whoever is the champion at the end of those 10 minutes is the DCW champion. So it could be a situation where Nunn could lose the title and not get pinned at all in this matchup. But like I said, so far we got word at least 2 competitors being in this matchup outside of Nunn, which is the 2 men in the ring right now, as Taylor nailed Nagi with reverse DDT. Wait on him on the ropes, try to knock him down. Nagi hits him, Nagi springboard back in, drop kick. Taking the big man down. Nagi has the height disadvantage, so he's using his speed to go faster than Taylor can go. Snapmare. Taking down the leader of Fortitude. I'm also getting a word from the back of the two other participants in the matchup. And it seems to be the two people in our main event is also having the same opportunity. And that will be the Thunder from Down Under, Lance Bourne, as Taylor hits that elevated net breaker. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Nagi. Nagi kicked out that net breaker. As Taylor trying to set him up for the coastline. Nagi getting up. Coastline takes him down. And that should be it, folks. 1, 2, 3, no! Nagi kicks out of the coastline. And Taylor getting him headshots with those fists right into the face of Nagi. Continuous headshots. Continuously attacking the head of Nagi. Possibly setting him up for another coastline down the road. But Nagi backs up with a jawbreaker. Nagi going for a powerbomb and he picks him up. Got him for a sit-out powerbomb. The strength of Isaac Nagi to pick that man up. Taylor's a bigger and a taller man. He still picked him up for a powerbomb. But Taylor's back up and he takes down Nagi. Giving him the boots for good measure. Double axe handle to the back on the Nagi. Still giving him the boots. Shot to the gut by Nagi. Irish whip to the turnbuckle. Taylor trying to set him up. Takes him to the top rope. Taylor going over there with him. Picks up Nagi. Back suplex from the top. And that takes down the man from Bombay, India. As Taylor's in the corner showboating, instead of going for a cover. Does he not know how important this matchup is? As Taylor got him up for another elevated nut breaker. Is he going to hit it? Yes, he does. Takes down Nagi. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And Taylor is one step closer to be the last man entering the Vegas roulette. That will happen at DCW Vice. Taylor hit him with that elevated nut breaker for the 1, the 2, the 3. And the leader of Fortitude has his hands in the air. He took out Jeremy Storm. He just defeated Nagi. He's one step closer to potentially becoming the new DCW World Champion. Our last match of the evening should be a great one, folks. It is for the opportunity in the next matchup at either next week's Saturday Night Unleashed or the week after to potentially be the last man to enter the Vegas roulette. First coming down to the ring is the former DCW Internet Champion, the Thunder from Down Under, Lance Bourne. He makes his way down to the ring after losing the title to Pablo Juarez in a great matchup at Summer Madness. Bourne is looking for a new title, the most coveted title in this business, the DCW World Championship which has only been held by Will Nunn so far. And this will be Nunn's biggest test ever at DCW Vice. He has to fend off 6 other men to keep that title. And the 6 men he has to face to keep the title is going to be a murderous row for him. He got a former champion in the ring right now, that's Lance Bourne. He got #1 contenders and the King of Kings champion going to be in the ring with him. It'll be that man. Ricky Heathen will be one of the competitors in that matchup, who Will Nunn faced in the finals of the DCW World Championship Tournament. These are all men, except for Bourne, that he has competed with. They had hard battles with. He barely escaped the match he had with Nagi. He barely escaped the match that he had with Heathen. How's he going to be able to defeat all these men at once? We have to wait and see. As Ricky's making his way inside to the ring, looking at his Heatheners in the crowd. This should be a great matchup between the two here. Between Ricky Heathen and Lance Bourne. Because one of these two men do have the potential to become the new DCW World Champion. Lance looks ready. Ricky looks ready. And here we go. And Heathen comes in quickly with a Hurricanrana, taking down Bourne. It's going to be, folks, I got word from the back of the final 2 competitors that will be in that matchup. One will be Conde Capano, which Nunn had an amazing match with at No Exit. And the other will be Jack Gunn, who's trying to make sure he gets a title win before he retires. He's one of the older competitors here at DCW. As Heathen's trying to set up Bourne. Bourne gets out of it. Irish whip by Heathen. Come back around. They bump into each other. Heathen setting them up for a suplex. He got him in the air. Bourne reverses. Bourne with reverse Hurricanrana. Taking down Heathen. Shot to the face by Heathen. And Russian leg sweep by Ricky. There are high stakes in this matchup, because who would love to have the opportunity to come in last, fresh, for that Vegas roulette match. You only got to be involved in the match for about 10 minutes, get yourself a pin, and become a world champion. But Nunn had the toughest test out of all. He got to stand there the longest with whoever ends up being number 2 in that matchup. Heathen sets him up for a powerbomb, and he got him. Heathen to the outside. Springboard elbow drop back in. And another elbow drop by Ricky. He's throwing them bows. We're on to Lance Bourne. Bourne's back up. Bourne with a shot. And another shot. And DDT by the Thunder from down under. I remember Ricky, back in Unbeaten, he was so close to being our first champion. It didn't work out that way. But he'll have another shot at it in his hometown of Las Vegas at DCW Vice. And then a knee drop by Ricky on the Bourne for the cover. 1, 2, no, 1 count. 1 count, and Bourne kicked out. Shot to the back by Ricky. Boots to the gut. Bourne with a knee lift, taking down the Heathener. Ricky taking down Bourne with a short arm clothesline. Bourne slowly raising. Heathen's back on the attack. Try to set him up. Drops the head right onto the turnbuckle. Shot to the gut. He takes down Lance Bourne. Knee to the abdomen. Ricky to the top. And that twisting splash. Right on the Bourne. Covered by Ricky. 1, 2, 3, no. 2.5. 2.5, and Bourne kicks out. Ricky trying to set him up for a reverse suplex, but ended up being an elevated reverse DDT. Ricky pick him up. No, reversal. No. It looked like Bourne won't reverse it, but Ricky held on and hit him with a neck breaker. And now Ricky working on the neck and the head of Bourne, trying to set him up further through the grapevine and potentially get him for the Garden of Heathen. Bourne rolled out. Bourne with a knee right to the face of Heathen. Opportunities opening up for Bourne. And now Bourne's attacking and working on the neck and the head of Heathen. Either for the Aussie lock or the Bourne kick, which both affects that head area. Throws him down to the mat. Bourne springboard, twisting splash, cover. 1, kick out by Ricky on the count of 1. Shot to the back by Bourne. Bourne working on the arm, trying to make it harder for Heathen to hit the Garden of Heathen. Bourne trying to go for a kick. Reversed by Heathen. Heathen going for a one-legged Boston Crab. Can Bourne get out of this hole? Heathen gonna make him tap out. Bourne gets out of it. Shot to the back. Ricky rolls out. Bourne throws Ricky to the turnbuckle. Continuous shots to the face by Bourne. Takes down Ricky Heathen. This back and forth matchup in our main event here at Saturday Night Unleashed. And another splash by Bourne. But Bourne's not going for the cover. Ricky kicks out of where Bourne's trying to go for. Through the grapevine. Through the grapevine on the Bourne. And Ricky is celebrating instead of going for the cover. Go for the cover, Ricky. You know how important this opportunity is? Bourne gets up, working on the arm. Throws him down to the turnbuckle. Throws his head right into the turnbuckle. Like Bourne's in the driver's seat. Bourne kick. Bourne kick by Lance. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Heathen. Ricky kicked out of the Bourne kick. Bourne can't believe it. Bourne trying to set him up. Ricky reversed it. Ricky going for a DDT. Bourne reversed it. Bourne with a drop kick. Taking down Ricky. Bourne trying to set up Heathen. Bourne trying to get Heathen up for a suplex, and he got him. Suplex by Bourne. Bourne going towards the outside. Trying to get He's trying to get Ricky to get up. Ricky's up. Springboard in. Knee to the face. He's hitting him with those knees. And now those boots to the stomach. Shot to the face by Bourne. Bourne with a reverse hurricanrana. Bourne is on a roll here right now in this matchup. A flatliner by Bourne. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Heathen. After everything Bourne just did, Heathen kicked out. Bourne still giving him the boots. Heathen with a fireman carry takedown. Heathen with another through the grapevine. Covered by Ricky. 1, 2, 3, no! Bourne kicked out through the grapevine. The second one in this matchup. Ricky takes him down with that suplex. And now he's trying to set him up for the Garden Heathen. Bourne rises up. Garden Heathen. That should be it. 1, 2, 3. Ricky Heathen is one step closer to being the last man entering into the Vegas roulette match at DCW Vice. What a great matchup here tonight at Saturday Night Unleashed. As Ricky Heathen will be facing Eric Taylor and either Connie Capano or Jack Gunn for that position. We'll see y'all next week, folks.